This series of paintings goes from the start to finish. And there are no paintings over here. Let's arrange them in a staggered order. Do you get what I'm saying? And we put them in 2 rows. Yes. I'll ask the cafe about the prices and we'll discuss the what's and how's. Girls, smile. Why are you feeling it like this, Sasha? The first, second, third, fourth, sixth, but there is no fifth, that's right. Who used this font? Is it small on purpose? Well, one should have guessed, you know? This is the cover for the presenter. We have never had such a color as the Congress. Look, this is scarlet cover for the presenter. And these are the pants in the same color. It's wonderful. This is a kind of scarlet flow of inspiration and spirit. The technology of organizing the event is an invaluable experience. Different colors, you know when to take out the microphones, when to turn on the fanfare, when there is a musical intercut, a kind of intercut between speakers, and when the presentation happens. And for online we use the green color, so that no one gets confused, and everybody knows when to perform. For you, for Kuleshov, for Yadgora, for Arthur Yolbink, I'm making the program myself. I hope that you can keep it for later. My hands have touched it. Should it be laminated? Everything is excellent. We have such a great system this year. You see? Wonderful. We have healthy nutrition for healthy life. These people are coming and the participants can be seated right here. Those are the winners of the contest. There should be a separate list for them. A little bit faster this way. All these boxes need to be unpacked. This is a dossier. Yeah, that's it. We put the lamp here. Look what's in here. This lamp should be in the upper right corner, but right now it's in somewhere weird. If Vladimir Vasilievich had written this, I would have read it and made sure. Be careful. Yes, this is from the caves and jungles of Hindustan. Quiet, and brief, be gentle. Yeah, it should be open. Close it. No, this is a medallion, it's a locket, it's a wound.
Теперь тряпочки и вот это протереть.
When the speaker is presenting online, we see close-up of their face on the display. And on this display, on the left, we put the presentation. Will this height work? Yes.
Без нас? Пойдем, можно?
For example, when the winner of the competition is announced, everything is signed here, Rahil Rahman. Then, no, imagine, when I announce the winner, don't put the picture on the screen yet. Yeah, it's not our first time. These are the paintings that have received special diplomas. That's it. The winners are separately, their diplomas are separately. And that's all. So Gurnikova is last. There are no other nameplates. Bogatyrev, Putin, Brezhnev, who are taking out the microphones for musical performances. Attention, when you bring out the microphone, it should be turned off. Then you set it up. After that, we turn it on. Turn off. Bogatyrev. Initiation is turning on the microphone. Brezhnev, turn it off. After we say to the musicians, thank you very much, you played so beautifully, my dear friends, we leave for lunch. And the microphones need to be removed when all the people have already gone to lunch. Dear delegates, we are pleased to welcome you at the VII International Theosophical Congress, dedicated to Helena Petrovna Blavatsky and her fundamental work, The Secret Doctrine. Are you filming? Is it done? Yes. Let's go. Sound check, Alfred Gelbing. Guys, thank you so much for receiving me. The most important prize in my life is what I get from you. I'm so grateful. I knew that this discovery would benefit all mankind, and finally we did it. It's all thanks to you, thanks to your support. I am presenting you with the certificate of the winner of all competitions of the best speakers in the world. I didn't pay for the victory, it's an absolutely honest victory. Thank you very much. This is an absolutely honest and well-deserved victory because I truly worked hard and got it for a reason. It's all the sleepless nights and the labor of many years. What else can I give to you? Well, you've given me enough. I've got the program. Guys, the day has come, the day is today. What a great company have we gathered in Moscow. The best people have come from different cities. And thanks to this, the grace has descended on us. I see some kind of a giant bouquet of flags. I feel this energy. It will go to a very worthy person in this audience. Who will get these wonderful flags? I understand that only a very good person can attract such a bouquet. But who will get it? Is it for me? This is a victory. Thank you very much for such a great prize. At the International Theosophical Congress in Moscow. The live broadcast has been joined, such music, by more than 20 countries. In this process of research work, it seems to me that the background is too loud. Sasha, do you hear that? Tell me, who do you believe in more? Are you a Buddhist or are you a Muslim? Tell us honestly, the participants of the Congress, what faith do you belong to? Olga Ulyanova. The single one, for everyone. I root for everyone. That's it. Such are our participants of the art competition. They are beyond any religion, because there is no religion higher than the truth. Is the background music on or not? It's hard to listen to. Turn it on for the background. Educational activities aimed at the ideas of humanism. There has always been a background when the speakers present, but there is no background. Here's the thing. There are lots of mistakes anyways. But I'm not the one to blame. Everyone else is. Do you understand? I knew it. The most important thing is that it's not my fault. If we send them to the door downstairs at the beginning of the event because they're dressed, then when the morning session ends and they all leave the hall, we need to direct them downstairs. If someone needs a hot lunch, they come up to you and say, "I'm very hungry, where can I eat?" You give them this list with the cafe and eat what you want. Brezhnev isn't here? You told me regarding the volunteers, your position will be at the book exhibition. Who come in calls to the lobby through the door and go downstairs to the courtroom. No one comes here and out there. Dedicated to Helena Petrovna Blavatsky and her fundamental work, The Secret Doctrine, is officially open. Smile. You're on camera. Yuri Krayushkin, Blue Dragon. Are you born in the same year? Yes, Putin, George, and I are all Blue Dragons. And Eleanor is also a Blue Dragon. There were a lot of Blue Dragons. Spider-Man weaves his web. We have even drawn a diagram of the planes of existence and prepared 7 round tables for tomorrow's day. 7 directions, 7 planes of being, 3 unmanifested and 4 manifested. afternoon, dear friends, dear delegates of the Congress. We are delighted to welcome you at the VII International Theosophical Congress, dedicated to Helena Petrovna Blavatsky and the fundamental work, The Secret Doctrine. I understand and know firsthand who Blavatsky is and what role the Zurich couple played in the spiritual and moral development in strengthening and establishing science. On behalf of the deputies of the State Duma, let me congratulate you on the opening of the Congress. All that you are doing will undoubtedly leave a deep and righteous mark on the development of our society. Our position is to unite. We unite even when fighting. With great compassion, our whole country shows to the face of the President. We must be completely in solidarity, no matter what he does, with our thoughts of full trust in him. That's how fire works, and Vladimir Vladimirovich himself is a black dragon, a symbol of original wisdom that walks under a ray of warmth and heart. We're approaching the secret knowledge set forth in the secret doctrine. Helena Petrovna said that all physical and metaphysical phenomena can be explained with the help of 7 universal principles. Since the end of the 19th century, the 7 rays have appeared in a modified and altered form in the teachings of Theosophy, for the first time presented by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. The only relevant foundation of the philosophical concept, the basis for systematic study, is a secret doctrine, which contains laws that have an immutable effect at any stage of evolution of the universe and man. The decree of the President of Russia outlines 17 traditional Russian spiritual and moral values. This document plays a very important role, defining goals, objectives, as well as tools for the protection of these values by the state. Works of art were presented from 21 cities of Russia and 9 foreign countries. including state municipal institutions, children's art schools, colleges, universities of arts. Among the participants are members of the Union of Artists of the Russian Federation, laureates of international competitions, nominees of various international and Russia-wide prizes. Participants from Israel, Armenia, United States, Belarus, Kenya, and Sweden. The rhetoric's writing says that Russia has a great mission to save the whole world, and this idea is reflected in my painting. Thanks to you. I was sitting and had tears come to my eyes every time, because it's amazing that this is happening. Participants of the Theosophical Congress, laureates of wonderful competition, dedicated to the spiritual, dedicated to the light.
I'm honored to be considered for this. And I'm honored to be a part of this and to hear all of the wisdom from everybody today. So thank you very much. Большое спасибо.
My grandmother and mother are very interested in the work of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, and winning this competition is very precious to me. I have gained a huge amount of knowledge here. Thank you. Thank you for accepting me to this Congress named after Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. I've met many participants from all over the world and from all over the country and learned a lot. Thank you very much. I am grateful to everyone for the fact that I made it to this competition and took the first place. I am shocked and I am ecstatic. Thank you very much. Only here, I can only understate what the figure of Blavatsky really was. I will now begin to do a fragment of work on the secret doctrine together with the Countess Wachmeister. To visualize this, you need to have such an aspiration and such a quality of mental energy which Oleg Fyodorovich Martynov possesses. I vow to you. Helena Blavatsky provides a system of planes of being. The first three planes, planes of the spirit, are an unmanifested state, a reflection of the Absolute. The first unmanifested state of the seven-ray star, which has not yet been revealed in the movement of its rays on the plane of reason and creativity, will reveal the first seven-ray star, and this star will produce the first exhale. This is the inhale, and the point between the inhale and the exhale is a state about which Helena Petrovna writes this is the very immersion when the divine breath freezes. What is the difference between human breathing, divine breathing, and absolute breathing? In parallel, life doesn't end. The universe breathes, but there is no pulse. There is breathing, but no pulse. How can science explain this? The secret doctrine and all the words of Blavatsky, Pralayam, and Vantara, what part of cosmos do you think we are talking about? There is no cosmos, yet there is still Pralaya. The first stanza of the sixth slok is Pralaya. If Helena Petrovna says that the first page of the book of Xian depicts a white disc on a black background, imagine that this is our consciousness. Blavatsky wasn't talking about how science sees cosmos, but how she sees cosmos herself. The cycle of inhale and exhale is 144 years. There are 12 such cycles. We are now completing the 12th cycle. When we talk about Pralaya and Manvantara, I think about Velimir Khlebnikov. Why Blavatsky is being attacked? She says that some dark forces are leading to evolution. It's just two contradictions, good and evil. Good manifests itself only against the background of evil. If there is no evil, there is no good. And these two contradictions, the battle, lead us to evolution. If you and I try from the great breath to throw a bridge from the macrocosm to the microcosm, currently scientists from Moscow State University have begun to study the Tibetan phenomenon of breathing to dumb. It's better to stay in the light, to manifest this unity, and then this goal of human evolution is to learn to think, or to connect and become truly sevenfold, and this great cycle of human evolution ends. The great completion comes, and the seven supreme lords and seven truths will then cease to exist, and the universe, the sun of necessity, will be immersed in Paranishpana to be exhaled by what is and at the same time is not. And so far there has been nothing. It's a great honor to open these paintings today. The key painting was Elephants, dedicated to the book Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, From the Caves to Jungles of Hindustan. There are no artifacts associated with Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. It is very important that we have the only world relic that we are presenting at this wonderful congress. I would like to give this medallion as the foundation of future exhibition. This congress is wonderful. I am very pleased that we came, and I am happy to take part in it. It was a very difficult journey. I didn't do without adventures. There was a traffic jam, so I missed the train. I had to hand over my ticket and buy a new one, so I arrived later than planned.
I have the feeling that people have been thinking and reflecting, and that is why there is no negative energy felt.
First time I am attending Congress in Russia, Moscow. I'm a bit excited.
My great happiness this year, I've managed to get to Moscow to take part in this wonderful Congress. I represent three Far East cities at once: Komsomolsk and Amur, its satellite city Amursk and Khabarovsk. It's the first time I have managed to come to Moscow for this significant event. As a sign of our love and gratitude, I am sending a small greeting from the Far East. Look, this is the sign of Trinity. That's it. Thank you so much for such heartfelt hope and light and love. It was so gratifying for me to get acquainted with Blavatsky's work and learn more about science, religion, and philosophy. My dream has come true. I attended this event. I'm very grateful to the organizers for their help and further creative development. I would like to thank the organizers of the Congress. Everything was done at the highest level. Of course, the Congress is really relevant and necessary, while the problems that were raised are relevant for the modern society. The round table at the VII International Theosophical Congress dedicated to Helena Petrovna Blavatsky and the fundamental work of the sacred doctrine. The colors of the tables, the colors of the cards, and those of the flags match the color sequence of the seven-pointed star. The seven-pointed star identifies and is the first Tianchuhani manifestation of the plane of mind and creativity. Today, we wish you that mind and creativity prevail, and that the exchange of rays of green, purple, orange, blue, yellow, indigo, red, and their mixture produce one great color, white. Because to be white and transparent means to have the purest psychic energy, means to become a conductor of the higher knowledge, purity of soul, mind of spirit, open heart. To become pure and transparent means not to cling to the past but walk to the future in the present, this very moment. I congratulate everyone on the beginning of the 7th International Theosophical Congress from the prospect of the round table briefing Theosophy and Society. The human being is a self-aware in mind. There is such a thing as homeostasis. Homeostasis is not a straight line. There are always some fluctuations from the norm. The difficulty lies only in the fact that person does not yet comply with the degrees given in the teaching. Classical physics, there are three dimensions plus time as the fourth one above them. These dimensions, there's the fifth dimension and the fifth is psychic energy. With the help of psychic energy, it transcends space. In principle, can we work with individual educational trajectories? What about science? Our systematic approach, and let's take a deeper look at the problem of methodology of science. In order to see the ways out of the crisis, we need to know what has led us into the crisis in science. I really think that it's useful for the society and that the topics of morality and high spiritual development shall be raised, and they shall come first. Until an ideal is formed in our society, namely the national idea, national ideology, the teaching of living ethics and theosophy, gave us every reason for this ideal and idea to be developed and implemented. Modern science is based on intelligence, that is, on the lower man, as mainly on classification or systematized approach, but living ethics and the sacred doctrine speak of an inner person that can enter another state of consciousness by quantum transition. The red table, as astrology and color chaperones. I represent the speaker, Alexander Kersonov, poet, journalist, author of publications and newspapers and magazines, arguments and facts, Moscow, Российская Gazeta, literally Russia, the world through the looking glass, secrets of the 20th century, and many others. Russia, member of Union of Journalists, Russia, Moscow. Famous Rarich Pact was concluded at exactly 12 o'clock in the afternoon. This time was especially chosen, which is the finest hour of Theosophy. We have an opportunity to work on our 10 aspects and transform this tremendous energy into achievements.
Andrei Tarkovsky once said, "For the artist doesn't live in the vacuum."
Tarkovsky was offered to take a psychological test, to draw a line in a circle. He turned the sheet over and drew the line. Came out of the sphere by combining the two opposites. Thank you so much for your attention to the Russian genius of Andrei Tarkovsky. Philosophy, the yellow table. The only programmer of his own life is the human being himself. The law of karma intervenes in everything. Let's remember of Madame Blavatsky.
Philosophy is philologus, to find out the truth from everything, in every aspect.
History and Oriental Studies. Arbat, Mehachan, head of Scientific Work Department of the Scriabin Memorial Museum, philosopher, theologian, Orientalist who studied theology and religious studies in Yerevan State University of Philosophy, MSU, Sanskrit and Indian Philosophy in the Institute of Oriental Studies of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Russia, Moscow. The Secret Doctrine and other works of Madame Blavatsky shed light on the Oriental studies of Tibet. That's great that the direction of cultural studies and art complete the first half of today's roundtable Theosophy and Society. What is the difference between culture and civilization? Nicholas Rarich's definition states that culture is the cult of light. Culture is the creative principle leading to evolution, and to what Madame Blavatsky was talking about, in which our new generation or our children will grow and develop. Of course, Theosophy can be both a methodology and the basis of modern psychotherapy. Love does not disappear. The more a person gives out. Having reached the level of love, the more he receives. Love is the foundation, the radiant energy that enlivens human consciousness. For me, love is to be one with all living things. Love is first of all a process in which a person exists and learns about the world. Love is the divine self-healing, most healing force on the whole planet. First of all, that is an attraction that unites people. Not only people though, and makes them real brotherhood. Love is the only reasonable activity. Love rules the world. Love is life. Love is a cosmic magnet. We are all lean upon love.
And when we look into the face of love, we look into the face of the divine.
Love is the source of life. It's the highest psychic energy affecting matter. A snowflake transforms this form and responds to love. The structure of snowflake never repeats, and the basis is the same hexagon as six-pointed stars, the symbol and seal of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. Love is an open heart. Love is the lever that calms the mind. Love is, of course, energy, the totality of all 7 principles. Love is the heart of everything. Love is huge, but it also defenseless and fragile, devoid of anger, hatred. love can be compared to the sun, shines and illuminates the way, is the indisputable fact stated by Nikola Tesla himself, Albert Einstein. The theories could not have been invented by any logical search. That is the highest form of enlightenment, penetration into the subtlest layers of the universe in order to understand how the world works. Isn't that beauty? That is the highest beauty. What was faith became knowledge. What was religion became science. Artificial intelligence is built on unstructured big data. Ugly, where there is no beauty like garment of truth, there is no truth. I'd like to thank all the participants for their beauty. That is such a co-creation and manifestation of love towards Madame Blavatsky. Single ray, your love and purity for her. I'd like to say in defense of all sciences in general, all the sciences present at the manifested material plane are man's tools. Someone looking at paintings or sculptures is amazed by them, sees beauty in them. Someone sees beauty and perfection in mathematical equations. Beauty is part of person, human being. Beauty can illuminate. Beauty is a state by which person can understand himself. You just said it brilliantly. Madame Blavatsky is writing in Isis Unveiled that the value of science lies in its deduction, in its ability to collect facts. Beauty is the work and patience, it's harmony with the supreme, it's love, it's movement, it means being yourself, it's true love. Beauty is when the crystal of psychic energy is in your own heart, and possessing it you radiate this love. Beauty is love. Someone conveyed these positive feelings and made you feel better, then you feel beauty. That is, when there is beauty, a person becomes better. That's true, a person perceives it and becomes better. Beauty is, of course, individuality of everyone, and as a volunteer I can say that that is the desire to make the world around you better. Beauty can be on both psychical and mental planes. Beauty can be there in the video from the Congress, and the video can also be revealed with beauty. Beauty evokes a response of the soul, and each soul is unique. Everyone has different responses. For some it's math, for others physics or chemistry. Does it confirm that it's precisely theosophical knowledge that has the foundation which is lacking in society given development of future culture and future art? Without a doubt, Theosophy strives for synthesis. Final resolution, please. In the future, already now, Theosophy and Society are ready to manifest themselves. Theosophical literature and the secret doctrine have such an interesting key that transforms human consciousness, very relevant for the society. Knowledge of color chakra and astrology can form a theosophical worldview in society. The basis of any astrology is Theosophy of Madame Blavatsky and Agni Yoga of Madame Rary. Yellow table philosophy, your resolution please. Solid philosophical background allows all students to easily assist in comprehension of the sacred doctrine, Isis Unveiled, and other works by Madame Blavatsky. I would take an oath from the table of philosophers that you consider the fundamental knowledge of Madame Blavatsky and the family of Rary relevant. We vow to bring this knowledge to life and help not only the younger generation but also all the adults. One of the main directions is education and pedagogy. Your final resolution, please. In the works of Madame Blavatsky, we find that the understanding of time is possible in two aspects, eternity and cyclicity. Currently, this is the most important thought of pedagogy, on which you absolutely need to rebuild the entire discipline. Psychology, your resolution, please. To feel universal feelings. That is why today's psychology will inevitably be following the path predestined in the sacred doctrine. Natural science and physics, the green table, your resolution and conclusion of the work, please. I'm deeply convinced that in the coming years there'll be a real breakthrough in the new understanding of the arrangement of the world thanks to the works of Madame Blavatsky. Such questions arise because of the Congress and the speakers thanks to them. The direction of life activity in the Russian society is to create and to affirm fundamental theosophical knowledge given to the world by Madame Blavatsky in her fundamental work of the Sacred Doctrine. Thank you so much for every speaker who is affirmed today. Light is an effect on the physical body and love on the astral one. Then they alternate, and with the very last brush stroke, light completely transforms matter, taking it to an entirely new level. Thus, words that were uttered by the teachers in Agni Yoga, light and love, are the names of new elements in synthesis, which produce a transmutation of substance and human understanding. Because love and light are the state leading to eternal life. Light and love